Hello, Life Path number 1. Here are your readings for the week of April 15th to 21st. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at what the energies have to say for you this week. You have the Strength card to begin with. All right. The Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so let's take a look at your clarifiers. You're getting Strength twice, which is telling me that it's going to be a week where you're going to have to really work on yourself. Yeah, there's the Two again. There's the Two of Pentacles, and that's the Two for the High Priestess. Okay, but it doesn't end badly, okay? The way that I'm seeing this, my beautiful ones, or tens, I should call you tens, because like I said, you guys are the Wheel of Fortune first. You do have the Magician's Soul. The thing is here, my beautiful 10 ones, is that what's happening is that you are going through something. Obviously with the Two Strength cards and the Nine of Wands telling me that you're, actually this is the 7, going through difficulties, okay? But it feels like the 9 as well. It feels like tough times, and you're getting both 7s of assessment. It's like there's something that you need to be looking at here. There's something that you need to be paying attention to. And what that means is trusting yourself, finding the instinctive drive this week to keep going. It's going to involve you having to look at your intuition and adapting. And those twos are going to bring in this Four of Wands, this celebration, this feeling of just accomplishing something important, okay? Like a checkpoint. My apologies. It's a checkpoint. So just the fact that I'm having a hard time bringing in these words is giving me a feeling that there might be a miscommunication somehow. So don't be surprised if you hear something and you feel like it's come in kind of sideways or wrong. I would encourage you to take a moment to figure out, to see if you didn't misunderstand. Okay, so give it a second look. I'm going to take what Spirit suggests for you this week. This is when this comes in handy, because they can give you insight on something that maybe you have not looked at. Yeah. I'm getting the same kind of message. The High Priestess is coming in again. You have a lot of double cards this week, my 10s, my 1s. Okay? You have 2 Strength cards, you got 2 High Priestess cards, and they're touching each other on the reading. So it's an important part of this message coming in. Okay, let me make sure that I'm getting it correctly, because I feel like I'm muddled in my brain, like you might be feeling this week upcoming. So let's take a look so that we can get the most like bang for your buck here. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. The other one is Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. And I'm getting the 1 feeling from this as well. And then the High Priestess, when in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. Yeah, so it might be coming in as a gut feeling, like, why am I feeling this way? I feel like I'm getting this wrong. That gut feeling would be right. In other words, you get triggered by something, and then your gut feeling is telling you, go back and assess something. Take a look at it again, okay? It's going to require you to rise above, to be the bigger person, to do the better things here, okay? So don't be surprised if you're feeling it. And if you don't, it might blow up type of in your face. So I would pay attention to it, right? I would trust yourself, trust the power within. The Strength card is all about taking control of the situation, but not by force, by wisdom, okay? It's by wisdom. In other words, she doesn't try to move the lion or open the lion. She cooperates, okay? So it's by doing something more. It's by finding a better way, and then the immovable objects become movable, okay? So this is what it is. This is about defending yourself, and I feel this is the place that where you need to go into yourself. Adapt to something. Figure out what you're not seeing properly. Like I said, go on it alone. Try to figure out what you're not seeing or seeing, okay? There's a lot of stop and sit and think in this reading. That's what I feel. I feel they're saying take a moment and figure it out, okay? Yeah, it's almost like the two Strength cards are going. Strength is like, oh, I have the courage, I'm the brave heart, I'm going to go through this like going through a wall. But the second card is about being the lamb, okay? It's about having the lamb, being very trusting you in these times, okay? It's about the softness in this card, okay, in the heart. So it's begging you to go back, to figure out. The Seven of Pentacles is assessing the situation. And the one here for me is like going on your own in this hermit energy, okay? Do you really need to defend yourself? Do you need a softer stance? In other words, the High Priestess coming in and thinking about it in the hermit mode. When you start looking at these things in a different way and being in the High Priestess, okay, it's going to tell you, yeah, this feeling that told you maybe you should look at this again, this gut feeling was right, and you're going to be able to have success or get past it. So it's absolutely what all these cards are saying. So I put it now in a better order, and I feel like my mind is clearing up. I feel like it's saying, okay, you understood, right? So it says traveling lightly, simplify your life, and I feel that has to do with this. This is what I mean. When it gets all muddled and the message gets confused, sometimes it's easier to make it simpler. You know, write it down, break it into parts, and that you need to do on your own. You need to break it into parts and make it like chewable sizes. It's like you're trying to bite into the biggest watermelon when you actually need to cut it in littler pieces so that you can, you know, well, be able to do what you need to do. So this is what this is your week from April 15th to 21st. This is your advice, and I hope that it brings you wisdom, and I hope that it helps you get through your week a lot more at peace than you previously would have been. So of course these won't resonate with everybody, but if you're having difficult times and you need this one is absolutely for you, and I don't think there's bad advice here anywhere about taking a look and checking it twice. Okay? All right. Take care of yourself, ones. I will see you next week.